and it seems like they are going to be the closure. Enigma Gaming, for the first time in South Asia.
Close it out. The champions of the VCC are Global Esports.
Valorant in South Asia, since its release, has been followed far more religiously than any other PC esport till date. The players, the teams, the stories, the pure decadence of the stories that revolved in this esport exceeded far beyond any we've seen, and that's what makes me so passionate to bring it to you guys as well. These moments that might be just a few seconds but last in our memories for far longer have made us fall in love with and grow Valorant to where it is today in South Asia. So I'm bringing to you 5 such iconic South Asian Valorant moments that you'd want to relive again. But before we get in, quickly hit that sub button. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subs as fast as possible. Love you all, and now back into the video. The first ever high stakes Val Clasico. Val Clasico has been a term for the battle of the two biggest Valorant teams in our region, which delivers on its weight every single time: Velocity Gaming and Global Esports. But do you guys remember the first ever time the giants that are these two teams officially went against each other until the nail-biting 5th map? It was back in the TEC Challenger Series 2 in October of 2020. Whilst these two had faced each other previously, with G playing under the banner of God Squad, this was the first ever official Val Clasico, and it did not disappoint, as VLT's infamous unbeaten 2020 year had this win in their books as well. Winning this in the 5th map was the first ever 5th mapper we'd seen VLT get pulled to, and they won it in classic Velocity fashion.
Neural theft is coming in. Their locations have been revealed so far, but they're gonna get the site. 3v3, 3v2. Ladies and gentlemen, both of them are in sight. A lot of damage being taken by Velocity. Cap has gotten behind them. He's gonna find one. He's gonna find the other. He's only got a Bulldog, as Right Ace is gonna take him down. Hellranger, his position has been revealed. They know exactly where he is right now. Is he going to be quick enough? He's sneaking in behind them. Oh, misses that crucial shot. They can just peek him from two sides, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions of South Asia, folks.
South Asia's first ever international Valorant win. South Asia's passion for Valorant as a region was seen vigorously through the fans' support. They wanted to see their teams win on the international stage and represent the country and do more than they have in any other esport. This seemed to be an opportunity in Valorant that could be explored more than any other esport, as everyone started on the same plane and at the same time. Global Esports stood to be the personification of that opportunity when all of the Indian esports community roared behind them as they beat Damwon Gaming in the APAC LCQ 2021, giving India its first ever international victory in Valorant. And what a moment that was.
Moving forward, B side के अंदर उनकी एंट्री हो चुकी है. कॉस्मिक डिवाइड का इस्तेमाल यहां पर किया जाएगा. हेल रेंजर की तरफ से एक अच्छा इस्तेमाल. लाइटनिंग फास्ट के 2 पिक्स और उनके हिस्से में स्पाइक जाती हुई. This was the round जिसकी हम बात कर रहे थे. स्किल्स वो भी हल्का सा आगे आ चुके हैं. 2 प्लेयर्स, Damwon के 2 प्लेयर्स बचे. टेक्सचर, he is trying to go for it. इस कॉस्मिक डिवाइड के उस तरफ खतरा रह सकता है. टेक्सचर उस चीज को भांप चुके थे. एक पिक आता जरूर है, but Global Esports, this was a decider and they decided to win it.
Enigma's first ever LAN win. Enigma had been one of the top 3 of Indian Valorant for the longest time, having some pretty great players come and go in their roster as well. But this org achieved its peak at the TEC Challenger Series 8 with a roster that was considered to be one of the most well-rounded, both technically and strategically. They had some pretty great online tournament wins before, but they had somehow always fallen short while coming to a LAN. The SCS, the Souvenir were all disappointments. But all of that changed with TEC's first Valorant LAN plus Enigma's peak form. Antidote, Excali, RVK, Rexy and Rawfuel. You just had to be there. The game was over even before it started. Because beating VLT at a stage like that is a feeling like none other.
But then again, one player, Deathmaker, against everyone, against all the odds, against everything. They want it for themselves. This game, the championship, the trophy, my friend. Every single thing Enigma's dreamt of. They've had bad games, but this time, nada.
Raw fuel. Beautiful. The finish. The closure. Enigma Gaming, for the first time in South Asia, in Bengaluru, are your champions!
Global Esports' first ever qualification to the APAC Challengers. When the Valorant circuit was announced back in 2020, India was looking at Riot, waiting for their chance to prove themselves. Their opportunity came along with a chance to qualify for the APAC LCQ through Nodwin's Valorant Conquerors Championship. It was a first of its kind tournament for our region that gave one team the glory to represent India at the international stage. It was a long and hard-fought road for many of these teams, but only one would stand true to the test and become the champion and fetch themselves that golden APAC ticket. And I don't think any of y'all would have forgotten still this glorious yet powerful global esports moment, topped off with that SK Rossi passionate celebration.
That's not going to find anyone, and it's going to be MW1, but Kappa with a 2K, and Skill just runs in through the Nebula. It's all on right to Ace Dinko to pull off the impossible. 12-10, one more kill and they've done it. GE are just a kill away from winning this VCC and heading to the APAC last chance qualifiers, and who other than SK Rossi to close it out. The champions of the VCC are Global Esports. They take down VLT, and now they're the champions of the region, India's representatives in APAC.
Velocity's first ever APAC qualification. The heartbreak that Velocity suffered in VCC 2021 was felt in waves across not just their camp but their fans too. A lot of people thought that it would be a Velocity Gaming win, but it was not meant to be in 2021. Come 2022, it was the same situation. The stakes were higher, the bigger the competition, and an even more tensed up Val Clasico. But this time, Velocity were not going to let history repeat itself. This time, the final was going to be different. This time, VLT were damn sure that they were going to make everyone feel their velocity. And they stood strong on their word with solidifying one of the most important moments of their careers.
Global Esports, they don't execute this perfectly, then they will be shut down. But this lockdown might just come through. Lockdown's out, an instant counter Hunter's Fury out too. Lockdown destroyed now, and he will also get attack on the turret, but that's a nice opening from Deathmaker. A great start to peek off with, but it's WLT within a blink of an eye with 3 kills on the board. Table's been flipped. VLT, they're looking to be the champions of the VCC, and it seems like they are going to be the champions of the VCC. The champions are truly being forced, and it's VLT who are going to run away with $15,000 and also the VCC trophy.
Well, these were 5 iconic moments that I believe paint a small part of the humongous canvas that is South Asian Valorant. Part 2 will be out soon, but what moments do you think should make it there? Comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.